Hi everyone. I promised you I would make a pie again today, and I'm doing so. My coconut cream pie tastes okay, but it didn't come out as good as it should have. I think there was ingredients missing. Oh, Arlene, you finally made it. So, the pie I made today will be actually very good. I started my food processor and ended up in my Vitamix. As you can see, it's in here. I wanted to get everything prepared. The crust, hi Philip, good to see you. The crust, I'll tell you what the crust has. And this did go in the oven for about 10 minutes or so on 350. The crust was 1.5 cups of almond meal, which I didn't have any almond meal, so I took almonds this morning and I ground them in the Vitamix to make the almond meal. And it takes a cup of dates plus a teaspoon of vanilla, which I use the non-alcoholic vanilla. And I mixed it into the Vitamix and spread it out in here, as you can see, and I put it in the oven on 350 for 10 minutes. And what that reason for that is so that the cream in your banana cream pie doesn't go into the crust and make it all mushy. That's the whole reason for this. And I found this on YouTube through the plant-based cooking show, I think is what it's called. And she's done she does quite a few videos, and the carob cream peanut butter cream pie is where I found that one as well. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take some of this mixture, about half the mixture, and I'm going to put it into my pan. I'm not going to put it all, and I'll tell you why. Not at first, anyway. It's hard to get it out of here. I need a little more. It's hard to determine, but you don't want to cover the crust clear up to the top where the rim's at, because it might, be hard to get it out. Take my spoon off my. Okay. And I'll just spread this out. Don't need a whole lot. Just enough to cover it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer with bananas. I took 2 bananas and I cut them up. Cut them in real small pieces. You can put a layer of bananas in here. It doesn't have to be real perfect, but I watched how she did it. She put it all the way around the edges, and then she put some in the middle too. But there's also a banana inside the pie itself. So I cut these all up just a little bit ago, so I'd have them all ready for you. Hi, good to see you. I'm making my banana cream pie. And I'll tell you what it has in it. It's not going to be completely white because it's got cashews in that. And I suppose if I'd have soaked it, it probably would be. But for me, it doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm going to take a different dessert on Sabbath. But this is basically how she did it, and I watched her do it. And she layered it. So then you just put some in the middle. And it's like I said, there's 1 banana on the inside, and then you got 2 bananas on the 2 bananas here, and you got 1 inside the filling. And I'll give you the recipe in just a minute. And this one should be a lot better, that I can post it up on my Facebook group. I do apologize for not posting the other up on the Facebook group, but it looked too bad to do that. So I wanted to be sure that I did something that was going to look a lot better. This is actually going to be a lot more bananas than I really need, but she used 2 of them, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. See if I can put them in here. It's probably going to be a little bit more than we need, but it doesn't really matter. I may just eat some of these anyway. We'll just put them in here and put them around in here. And this you use a 9 or a 9.5 inch pie pan. I happened to buy this yesterday at Walmart, so I thought I'd just go ahead and use it. Okay. Now I'm going to take the rest of the filling and I'm going to put it over the top and cover the bananas. That's really actually the secret to what's inside. So hopefully there'll be enough to cover it, because I did just exactly what she said. So we'll see. Hopefully. I don't want to have a blunder again, but I think it'll be okay. It's going to be hard to get this out from under the blades. I'll make it work somehow. I'll make it work. Sorry, I've got my dog down here and she's wanting me to drop something to her and I'm trying to make her get away so I don't step on her. If this doesn't cover it all up, then I didn't use enough batter. But I think it'll be fine. I'm going to clean this off and I'm just going to stick my spoon in here and get it out. It'll be a lot easier. Because I used exactly what she said to use. Most of it's stuck in the bottom of this. Most of it is stuck at the bottom of the blades anyway, and on the sides. I'll make it go. I'm going to make it go, and I'll just spread it as I go. Oh, thanks, Erlene, for the super hearts. I've got over 104,000. I'm getting there, but it's going to take me a while to get to 185. But I've got 104 now. Thanks to Erlene and a few others that have been giving me super hearts. I appreciate that. This sure looks a lot better than the coconut pie did. This has to be in the refrigerator from 4 to 6 hours. That's a long time it has to set up. You can see a Vitamix is hard. It is hard to get the stuff out from under the blades. I do the best I can. What I'm trying to do is just trying to get these bananas covered up like she had. And then I'll have it all made. And she took and took some coconut and roasted it and put on top. But I'm not going to do that. If I want to put in coconut on top, I'll just put it on there without roasting it first. You don't need to really do that. I think I can spread this out. Yeah, I can spread it out. That works. Spread it out. Welcome to anybody coming in that I have not seen you. If I'm not talking, it's because I'm busy. It actually got a real good flavor. I think I might try to get a little bit more out of here. If my hands get all messy, it's because they're getting messy from the sides of the Vitamix. Good cook always always makes a mess. I do anyway. Oh, you missed quite a bit? Okay. Yeah, you'll have to watch. I already had this mixed in the Vitamix when I came on. I was just showing you how you layer it and what you do to layer it. And this is going to be a real good recipe. This I'm definitely going to post up on Facebook because I think it's going to be good. Yeah, I'm getting more out of here. Like I said, it's hard to get out from underneath the blades. That's the bad thing about a Vitamix. The blades are fixed and you can't take them out. Where the food processor, I can. What I did is I started both the crust and the filling in the food processor, then completed it in the Vitamix. Made it a lot easier that way. Although the Vitamix, I'm going to have to call them and have it repaired because it makes a lot of racket. But you wouldn't have been able to stand it. You'd have had to get some earplugs. So I thought, well, I'll just let me wash my hands. Okay, get this cleaned up. So there you can see. I'm going to take another spoon, and I'm just going to spread this around. And then I'm going to probably take a little bit of coconut and put it up on top. Yeah, see, if I'd have soaked the cashews, although she didn't say anything about soaking cashews, if I'd have soaked the cashews, it probably would be whiter. But I didn't soak them. I just put them right in there. So you're going to get a different color out of it. But I still think it looks really good. So there, if you want to see, this look what it looks like. And once it goes into the refrigerator, it sits up for about 4 to 6 hours. Doesn't it, though? Yes, that's I think so. I'm going to get some coconut and go put up on top. I don't even make it look better yet. Let me get some coconut. This is sweetened coconut, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put some of this up on top. She, like I said, she browned hers, and I didn't want to do that. I'm just making this all my own. Just making it a little bit different than she did. I did layer it the way she did, though, but I'm not putting the same amount of coconut on it than she did. There we go. There. Now, I got a good banana cream pie out of it. Doesn't that look good? It's going to have, like I said, it's got to go in the refrigerator for 4 to 6 hours. And then it's set it up, then I can cut into it. And if you want me to later, I can come back and I can show you what it looks like when I cut into it. Just have to leave it set up for a while. I'll leave it out here for a little bit so when people come in, they can see what it looks like. But that's why I'm trying to inspire other people to go vegan and make things like this too, because you could be a lot healthier. Make it yourself, and I will give you, like I said, I'll give you the ingredients of the crust. Like I said, I put in 1.5 cups of almond meal. And like I said, I didn't have any almond meal, so I just ground up, and they were raw almonds. So I ground them up this morning in the Vitamix to make the meal. And added dates, about a cup of dates and a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I pressed it into the pan, because you have to have the dates to, make it so it holds together. Actually, I didn't really mix it. I just pulsed it for a little bit. And then I put it in the Vitamix to finish it up, because it didn't want to get all the dates chopped up. So I put it in the Vitamix and pulsed it a few times in the Vitamix, and it got it fine. Then I put it in here and spread it out, put it in the oven for about, hi, good to see you, Toro, welcome. Then I put it in the oven on 350 for about, a little more. It's supposed to be about 5 to 10 minutes. I think it was a little bit more than 5 minutes. And took it out, and then just set it aside. And then you just put the filling in there, and I think it looks really good. This is going to be something I think that's going to come out a lot better. My coconut, just for some reason, I think had an ingredient missing. Yes, banana cream. It's got layers. It's layered right now. It doesn't look like it, but once it's cut into, you'll see that it's layered, because you have bananas in between the filling, because that's the way she did it. And I thought, well, that's quite neat, an actual banana cream pie. As you can see, it looks very good. You'll have to see what the filling looks, or what the pie crust looks like. Watch the replay, because I'll show the pie crust before I come in here that it's already done. And this is a 9-inch pie plate. They say 9 or 9.5 inch. I think it works best on 9-inch, because it comes out just right. And my suggestion to anybody make this, you probably should soak the cashews so it would be a little whiter, but it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be okay. It looks fine. Hers wasn't completely white either, but it does look fine. I mean, it came out better than I thought it would, and I'm really pleased with it. I'll hold it up, and you could take a screenshot of it if you want to. I just put the coconut on to add a nice touch to it, because she roasted the coconut in an oven for about on 400, I think, for a few minutes. But I thought, no, I don't need to do that. I'll just put some coconut on top and give it a nice little touch. But I'll tell you what the what the filling has in it. It's half a package of tofu. So I had one already started, so I cut half of that. A teaspoon of vanilla, which I use the non-alcoholic vanilla. 1 1/2 cups of raw cashews. A cup of dates. They got dates in the filling again. 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk. I put a little bit more than that. I put half a cup when I mixed it in the food processor. And then when I put it in the Vitamix, I put a little bit more in the bottom to give it a little bit. It's because it seemed like it was on the thick side. It wasn't real thin. I think that's what the food processor does. So I thought I'd add a little extra milk and made it creamier that way. And then 1 banana. Now you mix that all up, and then you pour it into your pie crust. You put put a little bit on the bottom, not all much, about half. Then take 2 bananas, have them sliced up, put them on top of the bottom filling, and then you add this top filling. So you have it in layers. And that's going to be actually a real good pie. I think I'm going to take a picture of it just the way it is for Facebook, because this came out good. Even before I put it in the refrigerator, this is what it's going to come out real good. And I will post this on the Facebook group Like I said, I apologize if the other one didn't turn out as good, but I think there was something wrong with the recipe. But you know something? All good cooks make mistakes. It's just a matter of trial and error anyway. You know, if you make a mistake, you go back and try it again. So I said, well, I was going to try to do something else. And I'm really pleased that this one turned out as well as it did. As you can see, it's going to be quite nice. And I know it's going to be tasty. I've already licked the spoon. Of course, I didn't go back and use the spoon again. I licked it off. Or if I was going to use it, I washed it. But I like the flavor of it. So it's going to be really, really good. Especially when you use organic bananas. That even gives it a different flavor altogether. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. So this is going to have a real good flavor to it. And I'm sure that people are going to like it. If you like bananas and you like tofu. Tofu doesn't have a good flavor. It hasn't got a taste anyway. And the fact it's got tofu in it and got cashews in it really gives it a different flavor. Really, really unique for a banana cream pie to have tofu and to have cashews in it. And yes, they are. They're different. Yeah, you're right, Teresa. They are. They're very different. You know. I don't know how the bananas are where you're at, but they're quite expensive here. I think they're about 89 cents or something so I don't buy them very often because they're just a little, they're a little not hard to come by, but just a little bit expensive. And if I don't get them used up very well, they want to go bad on me, and that's a lot of money thrown away. So I try to avoid that. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Here at Walmart, I get them at Walmart. They're 89 cents a pound. I try to get as much 69 cents a pound. Yeah, I think they vary. You're right. Since you're in Michigan, they vary from place to place. It just depends. But I mean, I still like them and everything, but I just don't eat all that many of them because they are expensive. And since I am on a fixed income, I want to make sure that I don't eat, too much. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. I want to cut back on some of the things. Like I said, organic is the way to go. However, it's not always feasible. Not everybody can afford organic, especially if you're on a fixed income and you don't make a lot of money. You have to, make your money stretch, which I have to do from month to month because I only get paid once a month, which I just did today. So I have to make that money. Of course, I got to pay bills out of it and everything, but I got to make it stretch, from month to month. We all have to do that, and that's what I intend to do is make it stretch as far as I can make it stretch, Anyway, just thought I'd come in here for a little bit and show you what my banana cream pie looks like. And I think I'm going to get ready to post this up on Facebook just the way it is. And then maybe I'll come back later once it's done and I will cut into it and let you see what it looks like done so that you get an idea. Yeah, there you go, the frugal vegan. I never heard of it like that, but that makes sense. That's kind of cute. I like that, the frugal vegan show. I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's kind of, and I was kind of surprised I got featured yesterday. I didn't expect it to happen. I knew I wouldn't get featured again today since I was featured yesterday. It just doesn't happen that often, but, the Lord blessed me, and I'm thankful for the people that do come in here. I may not get a lot, but I'm thankful for the ones I do get, because I want to be an inspiration to other people, and that's why I do these. If I can be an inspiration to somebody and I can help them on their weight loss journey, I'm willing to do that because I was helped on my weight loss journey. Stacy's helped me and Philip's helped me. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate you too coming in here. Oh, thank you. And I appreciate that. It's because of you guys that I do this. Because you guys are the ones that keep me going. If I didn't have any followers at all, people didn't come in there, even though sometimes I may only get 100 or 200 per Periscope, that's better than nothing at all. You inspire me to keep going, and that's why I want to keep going. But once you get on a vegan lifestyle, and Erling can tell you the same thing, once you get on this vegan lifestyle, you don't want to stop cooking. You want to cook as much as you can. Let me get some water. I just want to cook and cook and cook and find recipes. One recipe. If I can find more, I will. I think it was... Oh, thank you. Yeah, we only have 151 members. But you know something? 151 is better than nothing. You know, and it's going to keep, I'm sure it's going to grow. I had someone else yesterday want to be invited to the group, so I approved the person. You know, more people are trying to join all the time, and I appreciate that because that's, well, I'm on a plant-based diet because I'm trying to inspire others to go vegan and be healthy. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I'm trying to inspire other people to live right, be healthy, live well, and be strong, as Stacy says. And don't eat the wrong foods because, you know, this world is a sad society, sick society. It's because of the way people are eating, what they're putting into their bodies. Yeah, I know. I just started not to, and it's, yeah, I know, Teresa. Isn't that something? I was encouraged to start one by Alexis from Pampered Chef, who does come in here from time to time. She's the one that gave me the title of because she knows I'm a Christian and she knows that, you know, I love the Lord and everything. So she gave me the title, and I said, well, that's a good title. So she encouraged me to do it, and when she encouraged me to do it, I said, I'm going to do it, and I'm glad I did. There are other vegan Facebook groups out there, which I do belong to one. It's called Vegan with Love. But they have something like 12,000 members. I post in there as well, and I do get comments back about my recipes. You know, everybody's different. I had a different name picked out, Karen's Vegan Haven, but that was already taken, so I couldn't do that one. So I thought, well, Heaven sounds good to me because nobody's going to put that in their title of their of their group, you know, and but just to have 151, including myself, in just a short period of time is actually good. But I have Erlene to thank for that, though, because she was inviting people like mad the other day. Yeah, the day before yesterday, she was inviting people like crazy. And I says, well, where are you finding all these people? She says, well, ones I went to school with. Wow. She went to school with an awful lot, and she remembers who they are, you know. And I guess they're her friends on Facebook. So, yes, you did try it. Now, of course, there were a couple. Well, it has to be set up first. It has to be set up 4 to 6 hours. I'm just leaving it sit here while I'm on Periscope. But once I stop the Periscope, I have to put it in the fridge because it's got to sit 4 to 6 hours. And when it gets set up after 4 to 6 hours, then I can come back and show you what it looks like, the finished product. But I got to get it set up first. But I've just been licking the spoon, and from what I can tell, it's really, really good, you know. And the coconut, I just added my own little thing on top of it. She put coconut that she browned in the oven, but oh yes, I think that's right. You did. Yes, you asked to join it yesterday, and I approved you. You know, like I said, Alexis from Pampered Chef. She is not vegan, but yet she asked to join my vegan Facebook group, which I thought was awesome. Because for somebody not being vegan and want to join it. Now, Erlene did invite quite a few that were not vegan. There were 2 that I had to remove from the group because they said they were not vegan. They were not happy being invited. They didn't like the idea very well. And, you know, he says, well, thanks for the invite, but I'm not vegan, you know. Oh, yes, it would. Absolutely, because you don't want to, when you're a vegan, you don't drink dairy anyway. You know, you can drink almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, rice milk. I am going to post this up on my Facebook group. I have a Facebook page as well. I post it there as well. And Instagram. Plus, I also will post it up on YouTube. So people can try it. When I go in my Facebook group this morning, or after I get off this Periscope, when I'll go in and post it on Facebook, I will post the picture with the recipe. I'll take a picture of it, and I'll post the recipe. It hasn't been cut into yet, but just the fact it looks good the way it is, I'm going to take a picture of it just like this, post it up on Facebook, and oh yeah, it should be real good. Yes, that's right. They could have exited the group. And they are rude, but to come back and say, well, thank you for the invite, but I'm not vegan. And Erlene said one of them is a cancer survivor. And especially, she should not be eating meat like that when she's a cancer survivor. And I've as much told her so. When I commented back to her, I said, you shouldn't even be eating meat being a cancer survivor. You know. Well, it turned out to be a flop. It tastes okay, but it doesn't look very good. So, I'm not going to show that to anybody. You know, I can eat it, but I'm going to enjoy this and more. See, I think what happened was when she wrote the recipe up, she must have written it up in a hurry because there's ingredients missing because it just did not turn out right at all. It didn't want to set up or anything. It wanted to remain runny. Even after I put it in the freezer and I put it in the fridge, it just didn't want to set up right. So, yes, she does. She certainly does. You know, she doesn't understand that she's a cancer survivor and she's going to go right back to that way again. You know, she may be a cancer survivor, but it's not to say that she won't get it again. I mean, eating meat, she doesn't understand. I told her, I says, the meat's going to kill you someday. It's slowly killing you whether you realize it or not. You know, the more people you tell that, I know a lot of people aren't going to listen. They don't want to hear it because, well, the one, I'm not sure, I think it was Tasa, the very first one. She says, I'm a steak and potatoes gal. And she's the one I think that Arlene said that she's got cancer. She was a cancer survivor. I said, well, you shouldn't be eating that meat. I said, potatoes are fine. But I said, you shouldn't be eating the meat. You should stop eating the meat altogether. And I told her, I said, if you want to be removed from the group, I'll be glad to. Well, she did too. Her and that Cindy, the one that, Tana, okay. Her and that Cindy that you invited, she did not want to be part of the group either. I says, well, if you want to be removed from the group, let me know, and I'll graciously remove you. You know, and I did. I wasn't going to argue with them. You know, it's sad when people don't want to even try it. They don't have to be vegan to be in there. Look, Alexis is not vegan, but she's willing to be in the group anyway. You never know. Maybe she will become vegan someday. They should be willing to try it anyway and see what it's all about and not just poo-poo it and say, I don't want to have anything. Oh, hi, Alexis. I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. You heard me. Here is a banana cream pie that's going to look much better than my coconut cream pie did. It has to set up in the refrigerator, though, Alexis. I just want to leave it set out here so people could see it. It's in layers. I put part of the filling on the bottom. Then I put 2 bananas on top of that, cut up real small. And then I put the rest of this filling on top of that. The coconut I just added as a perfect touch. Oh, you heard? Yeah, I was saying only good things about you, Alexis, though. Only good things. Only good things. I haven't watched your Periscope yet this morning. I didn't even know you were on this morning. I was dead to the world. I didn't realize until you were done that you had been on. But anyway, it was only good things, Alexis. But I was telling them how you joined my vegan Facebook group, which I'm going to post this up there. Even though it hasn't been set up in the fridge or anything, I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to put the recipe on the Facebook group. Yeah, I saw that you did that. I'm going to watch that and see how you did that. That sounds quite interesting. You would eat vegan food? Good. I'm glad. I'm sure. I think you would. I think that's why you joined the group, Alexis. You wanted to see what's out there. And like I said, there's another vegan face group I belong to called Vegan with Love, but they have about 12,000 members, you know. Well, here, I made it. You just have to go back and watch the replay. Now, I've got to cut it a little later, but it has to sit up 4 to 6 hours. And what I might do after a while is when I'm ready to cut it after 4 to 6 hours, then I could come back on and let you see what the finished product looks like after I cut it. But I want you to see what it looks like after I got it all made and put it in my pie dish. Because doesn't it look good? And like I said, the pie dough, I'll tell you the pie dough, those that just came on, Alexis and that, the pie dough is made with almond meal. And since I didn't have almond meal, I had raw almonds. I went and took and ground those raw almonds up in my Vitamix this morning and made almond meal. Because you can do that. So I made that, and then I took a cup of dates, put that in there, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Then I just mixed that all together, put it in my pan, and then for 10 minutes it went into the oven. Oh, a little more, between 5 and 10 minutes, you put it in the oven for 350 so that the filling from your pie does not seep into your, well, she said seeps into it and makes it mushy. And so, and then I left it sit, and then I watched Leslie's Periscope, and while Leslie was on her Periscope, I was making this, and so then when she got done, then I could come in here. Yes, it does, Alexis. 4 to 6 hours. I have to refrigerate it because it has to sit up. Okay, the filling, the topping, I just put a little coconut on it. Now, she took a coconut and browned it in the oven for a few minutes on 400 degrees. I didn't want to do that, so I just took some sweetened coconut flakes that I had and just put them on top. That's what I did. This is kind of my own. No, I didn't. I didn't toast it like she did, though. I just took it right out of the bag. So, I just wanted to do it a little bit differently. You know, I didn't want to make it like she did. But anyway, the filling has tofu in it, a half a package of tofu. It has a teaspoon of vanilla, has 1.5 cups of raw cashews, a cup of dates in the filling as well, half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, and I put that in there, a little bit more than a half a cup I used, and then 1 banana in the filling, and then 2 bananas for the inside, and then you have your crust, filling, bananas, filling. That's exactly how it is. So it's layered. So it ought to be really good when I cut into it. And like I said, I'm going to refrigerate this for 4 to 6 hours, and then it could come back on later. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I never heard of those, Alexis. Good idea. Good idea. But after this has been set up in the refrigerator for 4 to 6 hours, because it'd be like mush right now. You couldn't cut into it. 4 to 6 hours. Then I can come back on and I can show you the finished product. I'll cut into it and show you what the product is like. But I'm real happy with the pie dough because I've never been able to get the crust when I've had dates and stuff in it to be able to, you know, because you have to, when you put it in your hand, it has to be able to like form a ball almost. So it was able to form a ball, and I was so happy that it did. Well, yes and no. I make a lot of pies. I've made a lot. Oh no! Somebody telling me to shut up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think it's time for you to go. Bye bye. That's going to get them blocked. People why do they come in here and they expect me to shut up? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do like pies. I like pies. I like cakes too. You know, but pies are simple to make. You know, I like doing them because they don't take all that much time to do, and I found this yesterday on YouTube, and I watched her make it, and I watched it again this morning because there was the banana, and I don't remember her putting the banana in the pie, in the filling. So I thought, well, I'm going to watch this because she says 1 banana and then 2 bananas for the inside. And I thought, well, I got to check. Well, sure enough. So it's actually got 3 bananas by the time you get done. 2 for the part of layered and 1 inside the filling. So that's basically what it has in it. But it's going to be, and I've already tasted it on a spoon, and it tastes really good. So I'm going to have to get it in the refrigerator in a little bit so we can start setting up, so I can come back on a little bit later. And possibly, if I don't come back on later, I can come on tomorrow, because I don't know what time. It has to take about 4 to 6 hours. So I'm going to put this back in the fridge. I'll put this in the fridge for right now. There, got to start getting it set up because it's going to take some time to get done. But as you can see, it's going to be a real good pie. And it's one that I can be proud of. It was simple to do. And like I said, it only takes a 9-inch pie pan, 9 or 9.5 inch. I happened to buy that yesterday, a glass dish. Pasties. I don't even know what those are. I have no idea what those are. I'm not sure about that question. If somebody could tell me what they are. I do, Alexis. I only fix enough for, well, I eat it. I'm the only one that eats it, but it takes some time to eat it. Well, I can spread it out that way. I am going to. I'm going to put the recipe up. But I'm the one that eats it, Alexis. Since I live alone, you know, you have a son and a mother to help you eat the stuff. But I fix it for myself, and I eat it, and I just savor it every little bit. You know, it takes me time, but I just keep it in the fridge, and I eat it little bits at a time, and finally get it eaten up. Oh, you have to make single servings or just enough for 3. Yeah. Well, a lot of times I like to fix for potlucks for our church too. Although I wouldn't fix it today for the potluck on Saturday, but I wanted to. Oh yeah, you wouldn't have food to scope, right? Yeah, I could give some to the neighbors. You're right. But I do, a lot of the stuff that I fix, I eat it. You know, like my vegan pot pie. I ate it all up yesterday. It was finally done. It took me some time to eat it. You know, but my shepherd's pie, when I did before, that went to church. And I ended up bringing most of that home anyway and had to finish it. But some of it was eaten, so I didn't have to worry about all of it. But I love being able to make things for other people, you know, and inspire them to do what they need to do to live well. And Alexis comes on, and she teaches people how to use kitchen tools, Pampered Chef. And let's see, I'll show you. I love these things. These are measuring spoons. There's different sizes. I've been using these. I love these things. And I'm glad I ordered them because they are so handy. Really handy. And what is, I'm not sure what that is, Alexis. I've heard you talk about it, but I'm not sure what that is. But you know, Alexis, if anybody wants to follow Alexis, follow her because she sells Pampered. She's this Pampered Chef consultant, and she sells Pampered Chef. You know, and there's so many things that she has. Oh, it's a cast iron pan with round wells. Oh, okay. And there's one thing that I bought from Pampered Chef that I wanted to show you. I love this thing. I ordered this from Alexis too. This happens to be to make popcorn, but I like the fact that you can expand it. Now watch. I can figure out how to do it. You fold it up, but you expand it as well. Now I'm going to pull it out that way. See how it expands? Now I got the smaller one. There's a bigger one too, but I didn't need the bigger one. I just need the smaller one. And this you can, and that's I fold it up. See, and then you just put this lid on it, and then this is where your stuff goes. And I use this. Yes. I love that. Yes, it is awesome. I used it one time already, and I really love it. Yes, it is. I love this. And it does a real good job too, but I like the fact that you can collapse it. You know, if you don't have much cupboard space or counter space, you know, collapse it like that, and just collapse it down, just like that. There you go. It's all collapsed. And it makes it real easy to be able to store it, and you don't have to worry about it at all. You know, and I love the thing. You know, and it's not really a plastic as much as it is like rubber, but I really love it. It's so cool. And it's just right for me. You know what I do? I just eat the popcorn right out of it. Don't even take just eat it's silicone. Okay, that's what I thought. And I just eat it right out of the popcorn maker. You know, and it's just so good. And I put the butter in the little lid. You know, and salt it maybe a little bit. And it's so good. Hi, Ricky Lynn. You'll have to watch my replay because I got my pie into the refrigerator because it's got it set up. But I was just saying, yes, it's vegan. I'll tell you what makes it vegan, because there's no animal products in it. The crust itself has 1.5 cups of almond meal. And you can buy almond meal. I didn't have it, however, so I decided that since I have the Vitamix, I can take almonds and grind them up into almond meal, which worked really well. And then it took a cup of, they say medjool dates, but I don't have those. I have dates that I bought at the one store that I shop at that has bulk. I bought a bunch of dates then, so I used those. They're pitted dates. And then he said a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you pour it into your 9-inch pie pan, set your oven for 350, and put it in there for about 5 to 10 minutes. What that does is it makes it so that your filling will not seep into the crust and make it real mushy and soggy. Yeah, I know, it's very dangerous. Yeah. You know what I got? I've got popcorn out of a jar. That's the popcorn I eat. Is the popcorn out of the jar. The Orville Redenbachers, that's the popcorn I have. Anyway, the filling has got 2 tofu in it. It's got a half a package of tofu, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 cups of raw cashews, a cup of dates, which has got dates in it again, a half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, and 1 banana. And then you have 2 bananas on top of the filling. So what it is I put the filling on the bottom just to cover the bottom of the pan. Put 2 bananas, which were cut up, on top of that. Then I took the rest of the filling and poured on top of the bananas. So it's layered. So you actually have your crust, filling, bananas, and then filling. And then I just put a little bit of this coconut up on top just to kind of, you know, make it my own. So that's how I did that. So, and it says it makes 8 slices. So it's going to take me a little time to eat it, but you know, it really doesn't matter, you know. It's just me, and yes, it's going to be very good. And I'm going to post a picture of it up on Facebook. I'll take it out of the fridge to post it up on Facebook. Because that other one was a flop, you know. And Alexis is encouraging me too, you know. You know, she made a real sweet comment to that. You know, and I know she's had some fails too. She had a fail not too long ago. Was it pancakes or something that you had a fail with, Alexis, on your Periscope? And I'm sure that's embarrassing, because I know it was for me, that I couldn't get it to work out. You know, the best cooks in the world, can make mistakes too. You know, it's a bit of trial and error. And Alexis found that out too. You know, it's trial and error. Once you've made the mistake, you know where your mistake is, and hopefully you don't make it again. But there again, new recipes are trial and error to me, because I don't know how they're going to turn out, especially if I've never made them before. You know, I find something and I watch them make it, and I says, "Oh, this looks easy to make." Oh yeah, fluffy. That's right. You said your fluffy pancakes were flat. No, I haven't made many, but my coconut cream pie yesterday was kind of a flop. You know, I haven't made many. You're right. I haven't made many. But still, it's disappointing when I was hoping that it would, you know, turn out better than it did, but it didn't. But then I thought about Alexis and her pancakes being a flop. Well, Richard, you came in after I put it in the refrigerator. I can get it out and show you what it looks like, though. This is what it looks like, Richard. It has to set up 4 to 6 hours. This is my, and it's in layers. I have the crust, is all homemade. Then I put some filling on the crust, bananas on top of that, and then more filling. And then I just added the coconut on top. Oh, you're welcome. See, this is what it looks like, but it has to sit up 4 to 6 hours. So I wanted you to see it, and then I'll put it back in the fridge again. Oh, it's really going to be good. So I like doing this for other people and making things and helping people to go vegan. No, it doesn't have any carob in it. No carob at all. No, I'll tell you what it has in it. It's got cashews in it. It's got tofu in it. It's got dates in it. Banana, vanilla, your milk, or almond milk. The crust itself has almond meal, which, like I said to those that just came in, I didn't have any almond meal, and you can buy that pre-bought. Well, I decided I've got almonds. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I had almonds, raw almonds, so I just decided, well, grind them up myself into the Vitamix and make my own almond meal, which I did, and then I pressed it into the pan, put it in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes on 350. And then take it out, and then set it aside, and then get the filling ready and put that in there. It's a banana cream pie is what it is. It's a vegan banana cream pie, and it's right at the very top, because I printed this out off the website where I found the recipe. But well, it turned out to be a big flop. It tastes good, but it turned out to be a flop, so I wasn't going to post it up on Facebook. However, the banana cream pie I am, because I want people to see I think that there's an ingredient missing. My friend wrote it out, and for some unknown reason, it didn't come out like it's supposed to, so there must be an ingredient missing in it. So I decided, well, that one turned out not to be very good. Well, the looks of it is a flop. Let's put it that way. It doesn't look as good as it tastes. Let's put it that way. But this, and I've tasted it on a spoon, and it tastes just as good as it looks. So, you know, I don't like posting things up on Facebook that don't look very good, because I want it to look good, so they are interested enough to make it themselves. So that's why I didn't do that. So, but I'm going to have to go in a little bit, because I haven't had my lunch yet. So what I might do is I'll let this sit up for a little while, and maybe I'll set it up 4 or 5 hours. Then I'll come back, and I'll do a Periscope once it's set up, and I'll cut into it, and you can see what it looks like. So, yeah, I think it did. You're right. You're right. You're right, Alexis. But I thank you all for coming in for now, and I may come back later. Now, if I don't come back today with for the pie, I will come back tomorrow if it's been cut into. But I thank you all for coming in and sharing this with me. And in the meantime, be waiting. If I come back on today, we'll listen for the whistle. And okay, you take care too. God bless, and bye-bye.